Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken from the 7. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Attack, attack! That's what I do. Slam, slam, slam. Say 61. Matchbox, light. We got it.
This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 0-15. You got tight right there. Yellow. He's checking crowd. Attack. Come on, switch it. Check 37. Check 37.
From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Check 99. Check 99. Yellow. Go.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike. 180. I'm coming up to you. Alert. Stop.
They run. This is Cohen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, alert.
On third down, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards as the Bears push further out in front. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
59 mark. Check. 59. Watch the run. Yellow. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Yellow. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike, echo. Pick it up. Mike's 59. Yellow. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, check 20.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
I 7, let's go. Check. Lucky. 15.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Check 50. Motion, punt. Mike 5'9. Man, that's trap. 15. Check for Charlie. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I don't need to. Switch gears.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And they will not be able to hook hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. 27 yards there, a first down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Come on, 180. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Yeah.
On second down, it's Cohen. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Trubisky will throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Yellow, yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
57 colors. Hey, check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Crunch time, defense. Mike's 59. Mike.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Hey, 43, 15.
First down, Chiefs.
Hey, 43. Motion.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Pilot, 64, weak.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got 3, we got 3.
Now Cohen. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Mike. Yellow. I've got yellow. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Keep it up, the alpha. Check it out, read. Check 9. Back. Hey, Sunday.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Trying to pick it up with Clement. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 18 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 44. 43. 43. Check 66.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Yellow. Check nickel. Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Get ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, what a juke into space. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bears 26, Chiefs nothing. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're...
That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
180. Check 56. Push him back. Ran, come. Check.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good pickup there, 22.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
59. Here we go. 36. Switch.
15.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. I got 29. Single receiver.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On the handoff, it's Cohen. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the twins.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. The 40, 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 25, check 25.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Sit right there, 56.
Alert, 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 alert.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Red, top.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, it's Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Darren Lee, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike, check. Ready? 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Army.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. It's a part. It's a part of that. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
They'll look to throw. Complete here. It's Hyde. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He finds his running back, Hyde. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Out. Motion. Bump.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Mahomes. pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 13 yards on the pickup, and now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Chicago, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch it lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0. Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna